Shalom. It's the brother Shikar from Gremlin Stone Lake Charles Camp. Back again with another lesson. Baharakah Karashah, lesson of Holy Spirit of Truth. But before I do anything, I'm going to start by saying, Call Haloim Blah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, That's all praises to the Father, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Which is gift of honors to the elders of Israel, which are the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach you well. And watch Shalom, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel. This video is pretty much gonna be on a dream that I had. I'll say maybe like 3 or 4 nights ago. And I'm gonna just hop straight to it, man. The brother, he told me, to do a video on it, because at first, I wasn't really, I was just gonna keep it, amongst the camp or whatever. I wasn't really gonna do a video on it or nothing like that, but the brother asked me to, so I just wanted to share it with you brothers, man. So Lord willing, this increase faith or do wonders for a brother who may need to hear it. But the dream was pretty much it was kind of wild, man. Well, not kinda, it was wild. It was pretty much like a I think like a big meeting was supposed to be going on, and the Lake Charles camp. We were in Lafayette. We were going to Lafayette to help the brother out there, bring it out or whatever. But before we bought it out, went to the meeting or whatever, they had pretty much like a job that brother from Lafayette had to do, and it required like torquing bolts or whatever. I do that for work, so I'm like, shit, I'll help you out, shit, I know what I'm doing, we can knock it out fast, get it out the way, so on and so forth. So, so I start helping the brother, torque the bolts or whatever. And it was a brother from the Dallas camp. He walked up and he was in like that serious mode, because mind you, it was a meeting that we were supposed to be going to. So that brother, he was like, shit, what are you brothers doing, man? Y'all need to come on. We already late. So we have to, we gotta, get with the program, and make it to our destination, for lack of better terms. All right, and so we kind of brushed aside, that job and was like, shit, fuck it, we'll come back to it. And I noticed, like all kind of other camps, but I know the New Orleans camp, I remember seeing them there, and like a whole bunch of other camps, man, showed up. But all right, so we catch up to the rest of the brothers, and it's more so of like the Dallas camp, from my remembrance. And it was like they were getting on our ass, because like they were like, man, y'all late, man, y'all supposed to be on this is serious time. So at the time, in the dream, it's not really clicking, as for what's going on or what the meeting is, or, so we go to, not sure if it was like a building, but the roof was open, or was it like an open field or something. But we were grabbing like incense out of, it was kind of like not a file cabinet, but it's these things they used to have in school, and it's pretty much like it's wooden, and it's like multiple squares, and you could like pull things out of it. So they had like incense, and brothers, how the incense come in like the little pack. So it was like incense that you grab, and they had years all throughout those little boxes. So whatever year you came in, and started pushing the truth, that's what incense you would grab. So I came in 3 years ago, so that'll be 2019. So I grabbed the incense from 2019. Brothers was grabbing from 2017, 12, so on and so forth. All right, so after that, mind you, it was a whole bunch of brothers, man. Like, we was deep, man. So after we grabbed the incense, we're all sitting there waiting, and with our incense lit and everything, and everybody just looked up, all the Akim, and you just start seeing like little dots shoot across the sky. You know, some were purple, some were red. You know, different colors. I mean, ultimately we know that was Cheers, man. You know. So I'm like, damn, look at the Cheers. You know, brothers like, oh shit, look at the Cheers. Everybody rejoicing, and they just started going crazy. You know, and mind you, the colors was kind of like changing. And after that, you know, they kind of just stopped for a second. So we're like, damn, where the Cheers at? And it just had like a serious feeling, just like it was always there, but it just hit heavy, you know, after everything stopped. So all of a sudden you seen some guy, I mean, I'm more than sure, you know, it was Yahweh Shah, man. You know, he came down with the white garment and a golden girdle around this. And you could see like the white fro, but his face was like super blurry, you know, I couldn't really make out. But, you know, I could see his hands, you know, his hands was dark and they was balled up like this. All right, so I'm like, man, that's Yahweh Shah, you know, and everybody kind of like scared to move, you know, like, it's like, because you could feel like the presence, you know, the power that he was beholding, you know, so everybody's just in there with their incense lit, just like scared to move, like, you know, he just standing there with his fist balled up in it. And let me see what cartoon, Static Shock. You know how Static Shock kind of have like the electricity around his fucking hands? You know, that's pretty much how his hands were, but they were balled up in fists like this. And like it was just static and lightning all around them. And they had two guys up in there, bro. Two guys up in there, and they wasn't taking this shit serious at all. You know, they was clowning and they was making like jokes and shit. So, like, mind you, everybody's still scared, and they the only two that's moving and making all kind of noise and, you know, just disturbing the peace type shit, you know? So, after that, you know, it was like he was just standing there with his fist balled up, and he opened them, and he just like shot some lightning at him. And he turned them into stone, bro. He turned the first one into stone, and he just like just froze up. And you like, let me see, the movie King Arthur, when he threw up this sword, and like the sword hit him in the back, and he slowly started turning into stone. That's pretty much how dude, you know, was, you know, once he got hit with that lightning, you know, so he kind of slowly turned into stone, and everybody was like, oh shit, like this real, like, you know, it really hit everybody. You know, so that spirit of fear, you know, just came over everybody. But it wasn't like that scared feeling, but, you know, a different type of fear. You know, so after that, it was another guy who was, because remember I said it was two guys, you know, that were, you know, making all kind of confusion and just not taking it serious. So the other guy, he got shot with the lightning, you know. And he turned into stone, but his head was still, like he could still move his head. And he was still moving, like trying to go put his incense back. Because it was, after he turned that second guy into stone, he left. So everybody was kind of like, oh, why did he leave? Why did he leave? You know, so after he turned that second guy into stone, like brothers just started rushing him like, man, you messed everything up. You messed up our chance to get delivered. You know? So everybody was just, you know, on his ass, man. And then we put the incense, like we was making like a line to put the incense back. You know, some brothers was on his ass, you know, some brothers was putting the incense back, walking out, you know, but I mean, that was pretty much it. After we walked out, you know, I kind of like woke up, but, you know, I really couldn't see his face. You know, it was like super blurry, like, you know, like on the surveillance camera, you know, when shit like just blurry as hell. But I could see like he had like a fro, you know, the white garment, you know, the golden girdle. And like, man, hey, that was most definitely Yahweh Shah, man. Like, so Lord willing, you know, this was you know, edifying, you know, a faith boost, or, you know, just inspiring, or, you know, hopefully it touched, you know, some of you brothers in the spirit, man. So with that being said, I say, call Elohim La, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakarash, Tama Shana Kabbalah, Zakim, Shah Yashrala, and Wa Shalom, Ma Blabaki Yashah Yashrala. Shalom, keep pushing.